Have some fun.
Set to get this one going. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
If they don't like or not.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Play action. Now Jackson.
So Dot, fuck is you talking about? Oh shit! I got fucking going.
84 yards. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it's sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Dobbins. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Dobbins once more.
Spazzing.
He's not going anywhere. In fact, he'll lose yardage back to the 3. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation.
Dot! So Dot. So Dot.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
I whoop your head, boy. You know that I will. I whoop your head, boy. I whoop your head, boy. I know that I will. Play with that still, man. I ain't one of the Cosbys. I ain't go to Hill, man. Get your ass on the ground. This is a stick up. Oh, be fucking for real. Get his ass. Be for real.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he takes it in for the Chargers.
Asshole.
Austin Eckler. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
I'm just about to drink.
Austin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied.
Time to throw some dots. Some dotties.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario.
Buddy ass tripping, man.
They had a short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Damn, folks.
Quick strike opportunity last time they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit, as they're holding expression we love to use. Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
That's a dot. That's a dot. I'm dangerous out there. I'm different when I get out there. I ain't gonna lie to you. A dot.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside. And he just showed it right.
Damn.
Pretty good arm, too.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
I'm different with Lamar, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a real cheesehead, but Lamar Jackson's just different, I ain't gonna lie. I am not gonna lie to you, Lamar Jackson, he just got that dog. Really, man, got that dog. Who lives in the fucking Chris Brown? That's you?
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Little flip of fortune. They had a chance to possibly pin him deep, but out of bounds, and now they'll start at the 40. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the end around, here comes Williams. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Now it's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On fourth down, Herbert. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Play action. It's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, Jackson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
It was definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They go play action with Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. Up the middle they go with Drake. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. This goes out wide for Drake. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Kenyon Drake, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Herbert now. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage is in lockdown mode everywhere.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They snap it to Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Uses the stiff arm. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That is caught. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Finding Williams once more, complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Running on 1st down, Eckler. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Herbert. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now Jackson on 1st down. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And now, after coughing up the football, serious concerns on that sideline. Their defense surrenders the tying touchdown to start the third quarter, and now the offense follows that up by committing the turnover.
And I think you're sensing the exact same thing that I'm sensing, that the energy, much different here in the second half. We talk about it a lot, but you can feel it kind of rippling through the stadium, and it's affecting the players.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chargers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start with the option. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And it's Michel once again. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with completion there. Now a drive that started with good field position is facing 4th down.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go play action now. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. On the screen, this is Eckler. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert looking Austin Eckler's way. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. Edwards will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our and let's get this one in.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-six and a Raven touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration.